Live from Milton, Pennsylvania, this is the Nearly Famous CB Show. And now, here are the stars of the show, Chris Patton and Brandon Kozer.
Hey! How's everybody doing out there? Hey, don't change the channel, folks. This is not a mistake. This is the CB Show. And we are recording from Southwest Virginia here at the Roanoke Terminal. I'm Jonathan Walker, and here's my faithful sidekick, the most interesting man at Watsontown, Rick Wainless.
Good morning.
How's your day been?
Fantastic. A lot of work done. It's Friday. Get the guys home safely. The work done.
Well, that's good, Rick. It's good. I'll be checking up on that. Listen, folks, we have an interesting week for you. Again, Chris and Brandon is not in the studio with us today. We are shooting from Southwest Virginia here in Roanoke. And we thought we'd mix it up a little bit and do something different. So, you don't always look at Chris and Brandon. Of course, I do think that maybe when they turned on the TV or the...
I'm
the
Chris.
YouTube, oh, yeah, they thought that we were their stunt doubles,
Yeah.
And okay, Chris? Oh, well. That was you. That wasn't on me.
I was talking about you.
That's awful. That's awful. Anyway, that's what we like to do here, folks. Have a good laugh, have a good time, and present this to you in a fun way. So, you know what? In honor of Chris and Brandon, why don't we do their favorite segment right now? Let's do that.
The Weekly Update.
All right, folks, this week we had no lost time injuries or reportable accidents. We had two new employees start with us, Timothy from Roanoke and Anthony from Georgia. And
No Pennsylvania.
I didn't say Pennsylvania, did I?
No, you did not.
That's interesting. Interesting. We sure? We didn't have anybody. No, we didn't have anybody from... We got the goose egg on the board. Pretty sure. But I think this week, and if memory serves me correctly, I've seen next week's list, and it looks pretty promising for Roanoke. Chris and Brandon, I'll step up to the plate, fellas. Anyway, I like doing that. I like giving them a hard time because each and every week, it's always a let's see what we can get on Walker. So
Johnny Walker.
Yeah, we got him this week. Anyway, when I started at this company a couple years ago, in Roanoke there was one DM, one driver manager, and myself. And the thing is, this company it's grown so much, especially in the Southwest Virginia market. We have taken on so many new faces and drivers and DMs alike. We now have, from Shippensburg to Dublin, there are 8 new DMs. And, I'm sure I know that Chris and Brandon's introduced a few of those to you on, yourself, you've been on CB Show. As the regional manager, I've been on CB Show. I think Katie has been on there. Laura's face has been on there, but she physically hadn't been on there. Jeremy Queen's been on there. Will Wallace's face has been on there. But you know what? We do have a newer candidate who's been here, a new DM, he's been here, what? A few months?
2 months?
2, 3 months?
3 months.
3 months or so. And I thought it'd be good to have him on the show with us today. And so you don't have to sit here and look at this the whole time. I'm going to have Rick go grab WT. Now, I know my slang's a little off, so that's WT. His name's Will Terry, but we already have another Will here, so we're going to call him WT. That's what I've known him by for a while. So, Rick, why don't you go grab WT? I think he's over in the green room. Hey, Will, how you doing?
Good, how you doing?
Good, nice to see you here. Notice this is WT. This is the world, everybody from who watches the CB show. Well, why don't you tell us a little about yourself? How did you land here at Watsontown?
Well, I have a trucking background from FedEx Freight, with working with Jonathan Walker for quite some time, and he's always talked how good Watsontown was, and I thought I'd come over and give it a try. So he gave me a chance, and here I am.
So I know you not just here. I know you do a good job for us here at Watsontown, and you're dedicated to this here. What kind of interests do you have outside of Watsontown?
Well, I've got a 12-year-old son. He keeps me busy. On the weekends, we play travel lacrosse, as well as now we're in the travel basketball season, and he plays middle school basketball as well. So not really a lot of time for myself. So he
Right.
keeps me busy for sure.
And sometimes you got to play that dad role too.
Absolutely.
I understand. I've
Yeah.
got a couple of my own, and sometimes they're right here. But anyway, no, Will, it was great. I wanted to introduce you to people, and
I appreciate that.
And I appreciate you coming on with us. You're doing a good job. And folks, if you're in the Roanoke area, stop by CWT sometime, introduce yourself, and make them feel welcome here. All right?
Yeah,
Yep.
thank you.
Thank you, Will. Appreciate it. Where's my son? Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. Oh, jeez. Wow. Welcome back, Rick.
Yeah, I'm glad to be back.
I got some pictures that I was going to share of the process we're doing down in Dublin, the new terminal. They've started delivering the steel, started delivering the some of the waterworks stuff that's going on down there. And they're just absolutely pounding the ground down there. It's like that thing's ready for concrete, I'm assuming, folks, if you go down to Dublin to the Patton warehouse down there and you drive by, you'll see the progress they're making, and I'm sure very soon you will see some steel in the air down there. So, I did forget that I know Chris and Brandon, they do like a good dad joke. And I thought, in honor of the holidays, it is almost time for the big jolly man to come down the chimney.
Ho, ho, ho.
I'd tell a little Christmas dad joke. Okay?
Fire away.
Fire away. I've got a couple of them. So I may share one for each. One for Chris and one for Brandon. Maybe. I don't know. I might have to save them back because Chris taking all my dad jokes, write them in that book I gave to him. And I might not have any left because he's going to know them all. I'll tell you what, I'll give you one. What does Santa Claus eat for breakfast?
Snow cones?
Ah, you're close. Frosted Flakes. You liked it, Rick. Anyway, well, Chris and Brandon, there's your dad joke. Put it in your book. Steal it if you'd like. And I'll have more of those to send up to you. But we are having a good time here doing the CB show. Chris and Brandon, I really appreciate the opportunity you gave to us to do the show for you this week. We couldn't do this show without the sponsors. And, so the Patton Logistics Group, Patton Group itself, Patton Logistics, Patton Warehousing, and Watsontown Trucking, we couldn't do it without you guys. So we really like to thank our sponsors. Thank Chris and Brandon for the opportunity. And hope you guys have a safe and wonderful weekend. We'll see you again. And this is again live from Southwest Virginia in Roanoke, Virginia. Bye.